Hello and welcome back to my channel. On this episode of this video, I'll be doing 24 hours, eating recommended portion sizes all day for breakfast, lunch, dinner and any snack to have throughout the day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. So, to start my day, I am having breakfast. And as you can see from here, I would normally have shreddies in a bowl with some milk, with some orange juice, and I usually have a bagel as well, but I'm not sure on the portion size of a bagel, so I may not be having that today. I'll see on the portions. So to start with, I need to go and get a bowl for some shreddies and figure out how much I can have. So one last bowl in here, so I'll take that. I've already worked out the orange juice, and the orange juice was this whole carton, as you can see on that label there, is 6 portion, so it's 1 litre divided by 6, and that's how much I had. And it was about 160, it came to like 160 something millilitres when I did it on the calculator. And so I'm going to have around 160, so I've got this to weigh it out, because I can't just pour 160 because I don't know how much that is. But it is roughly half a glass. That is a decent amount, but I would usually have a full one. So now I've got to figure out how much shreddies I'm allowed for a portion. So per portion, that's per 40, says here 40 gram portion. So I need to just go on the back and see what it says. So I think it's a 40 gram serving for a portion. I think it's 40 grams for a portion. So I need to go and get some scales out. So I'll just leave you down there for 1 second while I quickly get some scales to weigh 40 grams. I don't need the calculator for this one. So if I zero my... Hopefully this scale will work. I don't think 40 grams is a lot. I do have to say I don't think 40 grams is a lot of shreddies, but we'll see. That is 40 grams, and if I'm being honest, I usually have half a bowl. I normally have a bagel as well, and this is not even half a bowl, it's probably like a quarter of a bowl, but it'll do for now. Now I've got to see what milk I can have. So this is the milk I would normally have. Don't know if there's any portion size on it, so I just put some milk on. Don't think it actually says any portions on this, so I might not portion the milk. Yeah, I'm not going to portion the milk, it don't really say servings on this. If you can see it, you can leave it in the comments below, but just says 4 pints. It doesn't actually have a portion recommendation on a reference. This for reference intakes, so basically portions. Go on www.sainsbury's.co.uk/food labels, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just simply going to pour what I would say is normal amount of milk for what I have. It does say portion sizes on. Oh, I didn't see this. Do you know it says 40 grams there? It says here 25. It's not focusing. It's too close. 25 to 30 grams a kid, and 30 to 45 adults. And I've just gone there and gone 40. 25 grams, pretty much half what just over half. Any kid would not be sufficient with maybe that. Probably even less than that. Not much cereal. I like a lot of milk, so I'm going to go for that much milk. But I probably shouldn't have poured it on too soon. But I'm now going to put the milk back because I'm not even weighed out my orange juice. But I have worked it out, it's not weighed it. So I need 160, I think it was 165 millilitres of orange. I'm just basically going on this jug. Or I could just weigh it out on the scale. Just pour it straight into the glass. That might be an easier thing. So I'll get rid of these scales, put them to the side. You just do the same with grams. I'm going 165 grams of orange juice. But I have to make sure the thing's not on them. If that's, well, I've gone slightly over, but I can't really take it out. So that's 165. I would 100% quite easily drink a full one, and that's all I'm allowed. Probably why if that's 6 servings, that should last you 6 days, and I would probably get through 1.5, maybe 2 of these a week. I would definitely get 6 days. That's basically a week. I would definitely get through more than 1 of these a week. Hence, a full glass, and hence, this is all I'm allowed. So I'm going to put this back in my fridge. And I'm basically not got much more. There wasn't any portion on the milk, so that's why the breakfast maybe looks a bit more, because I put quite a bit of milk on, because I like milk. But there's not actually much shreddies in there. It's 40 grams of shreddies, 165 millilitres, 167 comments slightly over, of orange juice. I'm going to enjoy my breakfast and come back to you next time I need to eat. So I am back for lunch. I didn't actually snack in between breakfast and lunch, even though I had breakfast at like 9:30. And I'm having lunch at like 12:30. I'm just going to pop the light on so I can see. But I'm now going to be having some shell pasta. I'm having the portion, whatever the portion recommendation is. I'm just going to find, it says 70 grams portion. So I'm going to open this up, get some scissors to cut into it, get my scales, scale out, get the pan that I'm actually going to cook it in. And 25 grams isn't a lot, because the bag is actually 500, so it's not even a fifth. So I'll just get a pan out, move the glass. So this is the pan I'm going to be using. So I'm going to pop it on here, and I'm just going to weigh out 75 grams of shell pasta. So as you can tell, that is 75 grams. That is nothing. So it doesn't like I'll be having much for lunch. So I'm going to pop that on. Sorry about that. So I'm going to put some water in here and put it on to boil. A small pan was definitely the right choice. Normally I would, this is probably why whenever I have pasta I always fill a big plate. I'll show you what I mean. No matter what type of pasta it is, I would always fill one of these kind of plates, one of these big plates, for one person. Because now that looks like absolutely nothing. I have to make sure I have enough sauce. I'm going to quickly put this pasta back away, but I am going to speed up the cooking process. so you don't sit and drain here for ages. But I'm going to get another pan out, probably a small one, if I can find it. And I've actually got a lid on here as well. I might put that lid on there to cook the pasta better and get the pasta boiling. So I've actually got a pan here, and I'm actually just gonna put some canned chopped tomatoes in it. Now I usually use a whole one of these every time I make pasta, but I think we're probably not even gonna have half. If I just... So, according to this, if I can zoom in there, it says this pack contains approximately 200-gram portions. So I can have half of this, which you may... That sounds quite a lot, despite I've only got the world's smallest amount of pasta. But I'm going to put that in once I've shown you everything else I'm putting in, portion sizes, so I can just quickly make it. I'm also going to put, I've got another tin coming out, is some Green Giant sweet corn. I don't know, it says contains at least 2 portions. At least. That means 2 portions. Doesn't actually say. I may have to turn the pasta down or take the lid off. Don't know if the lid was such a good idea for that. But it says at least 2 portions. At least doesn't really reference intake for an average adult. That's just calories. How much is actually in here? So I get about half. It says at least 2 portions, so I might just have just under half. Also, I need to go to my fridge real quick because I'm going to add. I'm adding some cheese into it, but I don't know how much cheese I can add. And also, I've also got pepper to add, but I don't know how much. I don't know if you can really portion a pepper. So I've got my cheese. Now I don't know how much cheese I'm going to be able to. This is just for like topping. I might add a little bit in, but I need to find out how much in a portion of this cheese. It doesn't actually say, I don't think. 500 grams, so surely it should say. Oh, it says 16 servings. So I need to get my trusty calculator. This pasta's boiling really well, and it takes about 10 minutes. I need to crack on with the sauce, but got my calculator. So I have to do 500 divided by. Wait, it's gone off. 500 divided by 16. So I get 31 grams of cheese, which may not be a lot, but I'll show you guys at the end. And I can't really portion a pepper, so I'm just going to have half pepper that's left. And I'm going to speed it up now and show you guys when it's done. I've just finished making my lunch. Now, this is the recommended portion size, which I'm surprised it actually looks quite a lot. I personally think the amount of pasta wasn't enough. Because it was on a time-lapse thing, I didn't actually show you. You couldn't actually see the pasta properly, but barely any pasta. I think the sauce, half tin of tomatoes is probably a good enough portion size, but not for the amount of pasta we had. So I'm just going to go and eat this. And the cheese on top, most of it is melted, but the cheese was ridiculous. It was literally a handful, not even a full handful. It was a ridiculous portion of that. But that is my lunch. I'm not going to weigh out the drink because it's literally just going to be, I'm probably just going to have like, top that up with some more water. I didn't snack between breakfast and lunch, but I may snack between lunch and dinner. If I do, I'll make sure to film it and add it into the video. Right, so it's now dinner time, and the dinner that I've chosen to have isn't worth showing you how to make, but obviously I'm doing 24 hours only recommended portion sizes, so I'm going to show you exactly what I'm having. So, I'm having some chips, so I need to go down to my freezer. In my freezer, and I might just count them out onto a tray. I've got a tray over here. Bit of a mess, but I've got a tray over here. And I'm going to see the recommended portion size for the entire thing. I might have to get my calculator depending. Don't know if it actually says anything on. The bag's cut obviously to use it, but let's see if it's got anything on the front to do with packing. So it says 100 per 100 grams. There's 900 grams in the bag. Might just do 100 gram serving, which means I need a ninth of this. Because it doesn't actually say anywhere. I might just weigh out 100 grams, so I need to get my scales out and weigh 100 grams worth of chips. It's on zero, so if I get the chips. I don't know how many chips I'm going to be able to have for 100 grams. I need a ninth of the bag, and the bag's already open, so I hope. That's half. Easy. Well, that is a rubbish amount of chips. But they're the chips I'm having that I'm going to put in the oven and cook. I'm going to have it with an omelette, but I don't know this whole portion thing. I also forgot to mention I didn't snack between lunch and dinner either, because I was going to say I'll show you all my snacks, but I didn't snack between breakfast and lunch, and I also haven't snacked between lunch and dinner. But I am having dessert and stuff, so that'll have to be portioned and added to the video. 1 average egg boiled. Using stuff that isn't very portionable, so I may have to get something else. I'll see what's in my fridge. There isn't really much in my fridge, but you know what? I might just make an omelette with some chips. But at least I portion the chips. And I might just have 2 eggs, so then it's reasonable portion size. And then I'll make my dessert and I'll come back to you once I've So I've just made my dinner. It was very nice. It was chips with omelette. It was just basically a plain omelette. I put a tiny bit of butter in. Well, I was going to use oil, but then I decided to use butter. So I had to take the oil out. So I used 2 eggs and butter. It was just basically a plain omelette. And some chips. and I put some sweet corn on the side. And earlier today, I actually did sweet corn in my pasta and recommended portion size of half, so I just had the other half. But now I'm going to have dessert, and I also need to portion out my dessert because I'm going to have some fruit. And then if I have any side I'm hungry later and we need some snacks before dinner, before I go to bed later, then I'll show you the snacks I have too. But as I said before, I haven't snacked throughout the day yet, but chances are I'm snacking again. So if I go into my fridge, that's just some potatoes. I'm going to get another, I don't have many. The label on the strawberries seems to have gone because they've been opened. So I'm not sure I'm going to be portioning my strawberry, but I'll portion my raspberries now. I'm not sure the whole portion size is. There's nothing even on the back. Doesn't say how much a portion is, which is quite annoying. This portion challenge isn't actually that easy. I don't even know how much is in the whole entire thing because it doesn't say. If it doesn't leave that label, I'll be quite annoyed. I've got some more raspberries in here, but I think the label's gone off them. Right, well, I think I might just recommended portion sizes have a couple of strawberries and just a few raspberries, simply because the portion recommendation probably isn't going to be that big. So I'll cut some up onto a plate right now. Don't really want to make a mess. So I think I'll get a smaller knife. This one will do. Hopefully, I'm just going to I'm going to take the top off. Maybe I should have got a bowl, but I've got a big plate. It's probably just going to put this to the side. I might have 2 strawberries. I recommend the portion. Actually, the portion size may probably give me a few more, but I'll just have 2. Just so I definitely don't go over the portion size. And then I've already got some open raspberries, I might as well just use them. I might as well just have all of them, just to finish them off. So that's my dessert. I'm just going to have some fruit, and there wasn't really portion sizes on the packaging, so I just estimated what I thought they would be. Maybe I should put it in a bowl and have some ice cream with it and see the ice cream's portioned. I'll just have a quick look. I'm not sure if I've got any ice cream. Got some ice cream here. Hopefully this is portioned. Oh. I think he's recommending 1 scoop, but I'll have a look in a sec. Well, let's just have a look at this. Let me turn it over. I think it's brand new, so I might have to open. Why does nothing come with portion recommendation? Stuff I had earlier did, because I've calculated it. Well, it says 2 times scoops equals 100 milliliters, 50 grams. So maybe it's recommended 2 times scoops, the portion size. So I might just do that. So I'm going to open this, finish it, and I'll come back to you later once I've had it. Looks like I had to guess the portion of strawberries and raspberries, and that's the ice cream, 2 small scoops. So I'll enjoy this and come back to you after. It's about 2 hours after, and it's around 9 PM. I'm about to have a snack. First snack I'm actually having a whole entire day, and it's the last one of the day because obviously if the challenge ends after today, or if it's proper 24 hours, I may have to include breakfast tomorrow. I may just end it on today. And I've decided, because we've got like a snack, well not snacks, but like some stuff up there. But I'm going for some Haribo, and this actually has a portion on it, because the raspberries and strawberries didn't. And the portion is, per portion, that focuses, the portion is 25 grams. So I've got to open this one-handed. Bear with me a sec. But you know what? Without ripping the whole entire thing, I'm just going to get some scissors. And I'm just going to cut it. Now I'm right-handed, so I'm going to have to cut it right-handed. I've opened it. I don't know how it's going to come. So now I'm going to have to weigh out. I'm going to open the packet up. I'm opening the packet up now. This massive packet. And I'm only allowed 25 grams worth of sweets. So I have to go to my scales. I'm going to have to turn them on. I'm going to have to get in there. They're not really coming out, so I'm just going to have to put you down for like 30 seconds. And I'll quickly put them onto the scale, and I can tell you, well, that is 26 grams. So I might have to take one off. Let me take that one off. So basically, that's pretty much what I'm allowed. I might just add that one. It won't quite. I think these are still in date. I've had them a while. I'm hoping they're still in date. Now I'll just quickly go and find the box I took them out of. I think the date. So I can confirm the Haribos were on date, and I ate them and they were absolutely fine, but the portion was ridiculously small. I found in this challenge that the breakfast was ridiculous, like the orange juice, the amount I had was like nowhere near the amount I would normally have. The shreddies were just ridiculously small. I thought the lunch was alright, it wasn't that bad. And then obviously the chips for the dinner were ridiculously small. And then obviously the pudding, I couldn't really, had to just kind of guess a bit because I didn't actually have the portions on it. And also the Haribo were quite small as well. So it turns out actual portion sizes are quite small. But if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for another video. Any ideas for another video, write in the comments below, and I'll see you next time with another video. Goodbye.